Good morning. Today, December 13th already, almost the middle of the month. This is WGTV Today. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Good morning and happy holidays.
Oh boy, Kim, how you like our setting?
I love it.
It's snowing!
I love it.
Kind of wish it was, but kind of glad it isn't, but I kind of wish it was.
Well, you know, you never know. It may be by the next day. Our weather's just like this.
It's all over the place.
It's like a roller coaster.
You know, yesterday we had all this rain and all this yuck, and it barely got into 50 degrees, and man.
We may have again 60s and 70s this weekend?
Yeah, it's going to be really nice, going to warm up again, and closer to seasonal than it has been. You know, last weekend, in fact, the last 2 weekends, we were in the 70s, and it was just beautiful weather.
That's right.
But it's not very wintry.
Not very wintry at all.
Of course, winter arrives in about a week or so.
It does.
Around the 21st or 22nd, somewhere in there.
That's right.
And because this
well,
was
maybe
a leap
we'll
year,
have winter on that day.
Maybe winter will arrive on winter day.
Right,
okay.
That's right. You know, on the show today, Wayne, we have someone representing the Mount Olive Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, great.
And they're talking about, I believe, their pickle drop. Their infamous pickle drop at Mount Olive.
It must be Lynn. She's going to be
I
with us.
believe it's Miss Lynn Williams.
Right.
And of course we have Nicholas Cole come in, our jazz musician from here in Wayne County.
Such a talent. He
Absolutely.
is a big talent.
He's putting on a show for us, so he'll tell you more about that.
Yeah.
And then we have our first Kid Spotlight.
Oh, boy.
Yes, you have to wait and check that one out.
Yeah, I know that's going to be a good one. I know that's going to be a good one. And that's exciting. So we have a full show today, don't we?
We do.
Okay, very quickly, let me mention the Literacy Connection. They need volunteers to help with the new LCWC.
Tell us what that is.
I have no idea, but they need help with it. Literacy Connection, Wayne County.
I thought that might be it.
Okay. All right. LCWC was awarded a grant to work in partnership with WURA, Domestic Violence Program, to assist 70 women with employment skills, including reading, work ethics, and computer skills. And if you can volunteer only 2 hours a week to help in that with an adult student, to help an adult student with learning one or more of those skills, you need to talk to Pat Yates. And this is a great program. First of all, Literacy Connections is a great program to start with, but this is a big addition to that program. 2 hours a week. This is a quote: 2 hours a week can change someone's life. Be a tutor for an adult reader. This is Literacy Connections now. You can go to Pat Yates at pat.yates at waynegov.com. pat.yates at waynegov.com. Drop her an email. Tell her you want to help out, and they give you all the training. They give you everything you need to to help people to learn to read. Isn't that great?
It is. It's fantastic.
Yates.
I'm glad they're continuing and it's ever evolving, that program.
Yes, yes, that is a great program.
It is.
All right, what's up?
Well, you know, we wind down our Christmas parades this week. Today, we actually have Parktown Christmas Parade at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
That's today?
That's today.
All right.
And Cherry O'Berry Christmas Parade is at 3 tomorrow afternoon. I believe they're the last two from our area.
Okay, good.
But we've talked so much about Christmas parades over the last few weeks, I thought it might be interesting to learn a few facts about parades.
Okay.
How about that?
A fact? Okay, parade fact.
That's
I love
right.
that.
So did you know the parade float got its name because the very first float was decorated barges that were towed along the canals with ropes held by parade marchers on the shores.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
The longest parade in the world is the Marksman Parade in Germany. Wow.
Really?
The parade is 12 kilometers long, about 7 or 8 miles, with more than 12,000 participants from all over the world. Among them are more than 100 bands, around 70 floats and carriages. 7 or 8 miles long is the parade. I cannot imagine how long that parade must last. If it is 7 or 8 miles long,
yeah,
my goodness.
It takes a while, but can you imagine? That's got to be a tremendous.
That is a rather large parade.
You will take a
So
chair.
if you want to see the longest parade in the world, go to Germany, to the Marksman Parade.
Does it say where it is in Germany? It doesn't say?
It doesn't say.
Well, just look for the city with a long parade there.
100 bands.
100 bands. Wow.
Yep, that's a lot.
All playing German Christmas music.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Oh, Tannenbaum.
So our last two are today and tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
So if you need to catch a Christmas parade, you have 2 options left.
That's great. Okay, today's the 13th. If you're mailing packages for Christmas, tomorrow's your deadline. The last day is tomorrow, they suggest, to get it delivered by Christmas for parcel post. Now, For Global Express Guaranteed, December 17th is your last day. First class mail, December 20th, and then December 21st is the last day for priority mail, and then December 22nd for express mail. So regardless of what you have, those are the last days. It'd be a good idea to go ahead and get it in the mail today if you can at all.
Yes, but you know, it's always good to hear that people are sending packages to our soldiers.
Yes.
And to our military men and women that are fighting on our behalfs.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Also, keep in mind that although there's a big military presence here in Wayne County, that and elsewhere here in eastern North Carolina, that means that those folks are helping to support those folks that are overseas.
That's exactly right.
And so they're all in the business of keeping America safe.
Well, you know, and our Red Cross here has continued to have the Holiday Heroes campaign,
yes,
where we have opportunity to sign cards and send to airmen that, you know, are not with family during the holiday season.
Right.
So
That's right.
if you want to be a part of that, contact American Red Cross,
That's
Wayne
right.
County chapter.
735-7201, 735-7201. Talk to anybody that answers the phone. They can help you there, right?
That's exactly right.
Okay.
Well, we have a blood drive tomorrow at Brogdon Middle School at 1 p.m. There's another one, let's see, Monday the 17th at St. Paul's United Methodist Church at 3 p.m.
Great.
And Tuesday, December the 18th at Goldsboro Milling at 8 a.m. and at Georgia Pacific at noon. So quite a few opportunities right there to give blood, give the gift of life.
Yeah, that's right. It's a gift of life this time of year especially. It's so important.
That's exactly right.
Very good.
All right, well, let's see, Mr. Wayne, who's up first today?
Well, let's take a look at the list here. It seems that we're going to hear from
Miss
Lynn
Lynn
Williams, the Mount Olive Chamber of Commerce, and
let's hear about
telling us
that
about the pickle drop.
Good morning and welcome to the show. I'm Kim Best, your host. And today I'm joined by Lynn Williams, who is the spokesperson for Mount Olive Pickles. Welcome, Lynn.
Good morning, how are you?
I am great, and I'm excited to see this box of yummy pickles.
Well, of course, I always bring pickles.
Of course you come bringing and bearing gifts of pickles.
That's right.
Well, tell me, Lynn, on the front of the box, I see it says cucumber and vine. Tell me what that represents and why it's so special.
All right, well, I think that is probably the most famous address in all of Wayne County.
I'm sure.
Because at the corner of Cucumber and Vine in Mount Olive, we make pickles, peppers, and relishes. We're the second best-selling brand of pickles in the country.
Yes,
and
you are.
Right here in Mount Olive.
Well, tell me what happens that is so unusual in the corner of Cucumber and Vine on New Year's Eve.
We have so much fun.
I know you do.
On New Year's Eve, we start at 6 o'clock, but at the strike of 7 o'clock midnight,
7 o'clock midnight.
We'll explain that in a minute. We drop a lighted, glowing pickle down our company flagpole into a perfectly preserved redwood pickle tank.
Now, what size pickle is this?
It's about a 3.5-foot tall plastic pool
Lit pickle.
Lit pickle.
So at 6 o'clock, you gather everybody.
Right.
At 7 p.m., you drop the pickle down the company flagpole.
That's right. And we shout Happy New Year, we sing Auld Lang Syne, and we are home in bed long before midnight.
So 7 o'clock is your midnight in Mount Olive.
Actually, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time is midnight Greenwich Mean Time. So
well,
we are
there
official.
You go. You are official. Well, tell me about these hats that I see right here in front of me.
We normally do, I always do a sampling of free New Year's Eve hats and noisemakers, and so these happen to be glow in the dark this year, so I think.
So not only will you have hats and great pickles, you will be glowing in the dark at the Mount Olive Pickle Drop.
Along with a pickle.
Along with a pickle. Well, what a neat event this is. And Lynn, you all have been showcased in many magazines, from food magazines to Our State magazine, throughout the years that you all have been doing this. So you have really gotten some great statewide, but also national recognition for this.
It's been really nice. We've been actually TripAdvisor.com. We've been on their top 10 quirkiest New Year's Eve celebrations for a couple years, and it's been a lot of fun. You know, and the event itself is just a lot of fun. It's families and young children and older folks, and we have live music with the Harmony Boys. We play live music, and one of the songs they play is the Pickle Polka.
The Pickle Polka.
So we'll have a sing-along this year for the Pickle Polka, and
it's just
is that? Free hot chocolate and cookies and pickles.
Of course, pickles.
So it's just the formula has been the same, and it keeps growing.
So it's a 1 hour event.
It's a 1 hour event.
1 hour New Year's Eve pickle event at 6 from 6 to 7 p.m. on the corner of Cucumber and Vine, Mount Olive, North Carolina.
And we tell people to get there early because the whole thing's over at 7:05.
Well, there you go. You heard it here. 6 o'clock, be there at the corner of Cucumber and Vine in Mount Olive, North Carolina, and enjoy a pickle drop and be a part of the unusual and quirky festivities that happen in Mount Olive, North Carolina. Well, Lynn, thank you so much for being with us today and sharing the information. Now, anybody's invited. You don't have to live just in Mount Olive, right?
Oh, no.
We invite you all.
That's right. We actually give an award for who travels the farthest to attend. So awards have gone to folks from Nome, Alaska,
Oh my goodness.
Scotland, Germany, Australia. It's a pretty wide-ranging list of winners.
Well, there you go. Those of you right here in our community in Wayne County, you may not be the furthest away, but you will enjoy a fun night of interesting events from 6 to 7 p.m. New Year's Eve in Mount Olive, North Carolina. And that's what's happening in your community. And welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that about the Mount Olive Pickle Drop. And I'm telling you, they have just been in so many magazines and so many publications across the United States, right here in Mount Olive, North Carolina.
They know about this all across the country.
They do.
And that is great. That's a lot of fun, too.
I like the fact that it's early. It starts at 6, it's over at 7:05.
That's right. And New Year's Eve is on a Monday night.
That's
I mean,
right.
who wants to stay up to midnight on Monday night and go to work on Tuesday, bleary-eyed?
Some do.
I know.
But at least we have the opportunity.
That's right. At least you have the
They have
opportunity.
a mighty nice time, it sounds like.
I know. It is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. Well, today, December 13th,
Yes.
is Thursday.
Yes, it is.
Today is the day you count the laws. The song Deck the Halls. Deck the Halls. This is Count the Laws Day. So you can tell everybody you know how many laws there are. So you don't want to count the fa's.
Oh,
You can
fa
just count
la
the
la la la.
Yeah, fa la 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 la.
I thought you
la,
were
la,
saying
la.
laws.
No,
Oh,
count
fa
the
la
law.
la.
Laws.
Got it.
Law. Okay, you got that?
Got it.
All right, it's also Peace Day in Korea, marking the date in 1991 now, when North and South Korea signed a treaty of reconciliation, non-aggression, formally ending the war, the Korean War, which wasn't really a war. It was just simply a thing.
Okay.
All right, it wasn't a war. Nobody declared war.
Just a battle?
It was a conflict.
Okay.
38 years after the fighting stopped in 1953, they finally signed the papers. But with everything going on over there now, you'd never know it, that they were, that the papers were signed. Anyway, they're having their own problems over there. Today is Ice Cream and Violins Day. Don't confuse the two and try to eat the violins. I love ice cream. You like ice cream?
I love ice cream.
I love ice cream. What's your favorite?
Rocky Road's good.
Yeah?
Mint chocolate chip.
No, those are good.
There's several.
You don't
Butter
like
pecan.
the plain, boring vanilla and
Absolutely
boring
not.
strawberry
No,
and
you
boring
gotta
chocolate.
change it up, Wayne.
Change it up, Wayne.
What do you eat, vanilla?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I like it all. My favorite ice cream is cold.
As long as it's cold,
As
you'll
long
eat
as it's
it.
cold, I'll eat it. You
It's
got
got to be
that
kind of
right.
interesting for me.
Santa Lucia Day in Sweden, Republic Day in Malta, and this day, 1843, Dickens' Christmas Carol was first published.
What year
This
was
day.
that?
1843.
Wow.
Goes back a few.
Just one or two.
Yeah. Well, let's see what else we have here. What do you have there?
Well, do you like beach music?
Are you kidding?
I know, I love it too.
I love beach music.
Well, Monday night you have the opportunity to hear some good old-fashioned beach music.
Really?
The Embers will be performing at the Paramount Theater Monday night at 7:30 p.m. I Love Christmas Music is what they'll be performing.
Love it.
On Tuesday at 7 p.m. at the Paramount, don't miss It's a Wonderful Life, the movie. It'll be on the big screen. And on Saturday, December the 22nd, Wayne's going to be there. Nicholas Cole will be performing It's a Very Jazzy Christmas, and this one over here is going to be the host.
I'm going to be I'm so excited about being a part of that because he is such a big talent. And he's going to have a lot of other people there as well
Yeah, he's
performing.
got 3 vocalists that'll be joining him on stage.
Yeah, yeah.
So that'll be a great event.
And
So
we're
quite a
gonna
few
hear from-
things.
We're going to hear from Nicholas here in just a few minutes.
We are. We're going to hear from Nicholas in just a few minutes. A little more details about A Very Jazzy Christmas.
Yeah, but I'm going to be the MC that evening. I am so excited about that.
That's going to be fantastic.
It is. It is.
And we're beginning our Spotlight on Kids with our first segment today.
Oh, boy.
That's right. I very much enjoyed interviewing with a young lady. She's very personable and engaging. To be an 8-year-old young lady, she's from the Grantham community, so stay tuned to hear a little more about her in a little bit.
You know, it's really funny. I was here in the studio with you when you were talking to this young lady, and she's
She
very
acts like
impressive.
she's like 20, right?
I'm telling you.
She's 8 years old. You'll be surprised.
Yeah, she's a sweet
She's a
little
busy
girl.
young lady right here in
She
our
is.
community.
And she's not a little girl. You're right. She's a young lady.
She's a young lady. That's right.
And she's very smart. Well, let's see what else we have here. What else do you have? Well, you have
Let's
anything
see. I want to take the time to congratulate another Wayne County student, Giovanni Cromartie Nelson. She is a 10-year-old student at Carver Elementary School and was recently the recipient of a $20,000 scholarship
Wow. Oh.
to attend Appalachian State University. Yes. She received the scholarship for earning the highest score on the end-of-grade math test. Well, congratulations to Giovanni Cromartie Nelson at Carver Elementary School. That is fantastic.
Yes.
$20,000 scholarship to attend Appalachian State University.
Wonderful.
Kudos to her. We have some smart children in this community.
We do. We do. Coming up, the Master Gardeners is going to have a, for beginners and experienced, they're going to offer a Master Gardener program. This is sponsored, of course, and held by the Cooperative Extension Service. It's coming up in January, next month. And if you've ever thought about gardening, I know it's cold outside and this is not the time of year you would normally think about gardening, but this is the time of year you really need to start thinking about it because gardening is a year-round affair.
Well, remember we heard about those garden boxes.
Now, you know,
you can bring them inside.
That's right. That's exactly right. So find out what it would take to become a Master Gardener. There is a fee involved, but it's but you get that back in the materials you get because you get this great big book. It's about this big, but maybe not. But it's a fascinating class, and a lot of people want to become Master Gardeners. Call now because the class will fill up fast. It's 731-1525, 731-1525, and ask about the Master Gardeners class beginning in January. Okay.
Very good. Well, local historians Elliot Futrell and Jonathan Lane.
Elliot Futrell.
Yeah, Elliot Futrell and Jonathan Lane. Yep, they've completed their 4th volume in their series of Wayne County cemeteries. Interesting.
Wow.
All the monuments and markers that could be found in Fork Township of Wayne County were placed in Volume 4. Fork Township includes the land that lies between the Neuse River and the Little River on the west side of Wayne County.
Okay.
There's a number of cemeteries that are just across Johnston County line that were also included, such as Princeton Cemetery. And the main reason these cemeteries were included is because they have a lot of Wayne County connections.
Yeah.
The newest installment and previous volumes of the collection, except for Volume 1, which is sold out, can be purchased at any of the following locations: the Wayne County Public Library, the Wayne County Museum, Waynesboro Historical Park, and Evergreen Memorial Service and Cemetery.
You know, again, people are becoming more and more interested in history.
Absolutely.
And cemeteries reflect history.
They certainly do.
They do. And with everybody involved and interested in their genealogical background.
There you go.
It's,
well, they're doing a mighty good thing because all the money that's raised by the book sales goes to the Old Dobbs County Geological Society.
Really? Okay.
Who in return buys books for the Heritage Room in the Wayne County Public Library.
Oh.
There you go.
Boy, now that's a fascinating
Isn't that
place.
interesting?
Yeah. Yeah, the Heritage Room. That's a great place.
It certainly is.
A lot of people don't know about that.
The Heritage Room at the Public Library.
That's right. Well, let's see what else we have here. Let's see who's coming up next. You talked to Sherry Archibald and Nicholas Cole, right?
I talked with Nicholas Cole. Just Nicholas this time.
Just Nicholas this time, all right.
Just Nicholas. He's going to be here to tell us a lot of details.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and find out now what this young man has to say about himself and about the Paramount Theater and about the program that's coming up on the 22nd
of December. Happy holidays and welcome to the show. I'm Kim Best, your host. Today I am pleasantly surprised and glad to be joined by Nicholas Cole, local recording artist and jazz musician. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Now you have some exciting things happening at the Paramount soon. Can you tell us about it?
Well, I want to do something for the holidays, you know, for the community or whatever, to come out and just have a good time. So I'm doing my own Christmas show, And we're going to do some jazz in there with it, and I have 3 vocalists that'll come, and they're all local vocalists and all amazing talent, so I think everybody's going to have a good time.
And that is December 22nd?
December 22nd.
8 o'clock p.m.
8
at the
o'clock.
Paramount Theater.
Yes, ma'am.
So a night of jazz.
Night of Jazz, yeah. I got the idea from some other jazz artists that were doing Christmas shows, and I figured I should do something for my own community, so
Great way to pay it back.
came about.
Great way. And you know, right here in our community, our community is very good about supporting our local artists and giving them a lot of recognition, but also giving them a lot of support and growth and helping them have opportunities of venues and places to showcase their talents.
Right.
So recently, where I met you was recently at the Arts Council at Jazz on John.
John, right.
Where you played for us and did a beautiful job, I might add.
Thank you so much.
And we did a little tidbit of that on our Facebook page for the city of Goldsboro, and of course we've showcased you here on the show before, but very glad to have you on the show. And want to hear a little bit about you and your background. When did you start playing the piano?
Well, I started actually when I was 3. I know that's an age you probably think, well, you know, nobody plays at 3, but my grandfather saw that I was very interested in music, period. Not just the piano, but just music. And he bought me my first keyboard. It was only about that small, so
well, that might fit a 3-year-old.
Yeah, you know, that's perfect size for a 3-year-old. Yes. So I would just practice every day, you know, 4 or 5 hours just banging, you know, until something that I was playing would actually make sense. And as I got older, my keyboard would get bigger.
As you grew, the keyboards grew.
Right, he got me bigger keyboards. So now I'm on a full 88, and I practice maybe about 4 to 5 hours a day. And I really got started just listening to a lot of jazz music, jazz greats like Chick Corea and John Coltrane, Herbie Hancock, and my love for music grew out of listening to those artists, you know, from different artists they would work with, whether it was in pop or country or whatever, you know, so that's how my love for other genres grew as well.
So do you play other music on the piano?
I do.
Oh, really?
I do. I play R&B music, pop, country. I love country music. Big country music fan.
So you can play all of it, but sometimes it just seems like the jazz is where you're showcasing.
That's where my heart is, you know, because I started with it first, you know, so jazz and gospel, you know, I have a lot of gospel influence in my music, and jazz has just always been a part of my, you know, first musical years and, you know, coming into what I actually love, so. Right,
right. Well, tell us all along the way. You said you started playing at 3 and started figuring, and I'm sure that's when your parents and grandparents started figuring out, hey, this young man's got some talent here.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
That's what they tell you anyway,
well,
right?
yeah, right, exactly, so they won't make me feel bad.
Well, all along the way, who have been some of the, maybe not musicians as much as just people in your life that have inspired you or supported you and helped you all along the way?
Well, first off, my grandfather, you know, because he saw that I had the interest in the first place, and he really instilled in me, you know, everything I really needed to push forward into, you know, actually, you know, coming into the music industry, you know. So him, my parents, and, you know, one of my first musical mentors, his name is Melvin Cruel, and he basically taught me everything I know, you know, about playing, period. So,
is he a local person?
He is. He's in Kinston now. You know, he used to play at my church, which is around the corner, my old church, Mount Zion Church Ministry.
Yes,
so I got my training from him, and I've just created, well, I've had other mentors along the way, you know, and I always, you know, get other mentors because I want to always keep growing, you know, so I'll never stop learning from others.
Well, Nicholas, where would you like to see yourself? Say you're 19 years old right
19.
now, and you've done a lot to be a young 19-year-old. But tell me, where would you like to be? If you could have anything in the world, what would you like to be doing in 5 years? You
know, well, I think every musician and every artist would probably say the same thing. You know, we all work towards receiving a Grammy one day.
Oh, you want that Grammy?
I want that Grammy, and that's what I would like to see for myself in 5 years. If I can't do it in 5, just, you know, in 10 maybe, but I would love to see it in 5.
That's your ultimate reward.
That's my ultimate reward. Yeah, well, for music, period.
Keep pursuing your dreams.
Thank you so much.
Lots of practice, that's what it takes. Well, so you'll be at the Paramount December 22nd. You'll have local vocalists there with you.
So you'll be on the keyboard, and they'll be singing all along the way. And I believe Wayne Alley is going to be there visiting. I think is he going to be the MC of the evening?
He's going to be the MC. He's going to do a fantastic job.
I'm
He
sure he
always
will.
keeps me rolling. So
he keeps the jokes rolling and keeps you in line.
Oh
doesn't
yeah.
he? Well, that's great. Well, thank you so much, Nicholas, for being here and sharing your love for jazz music and playing the piano.
Thank you.
Just playing the piano in general, because so many youth of today, they're looking for places to express their interest, and the piano is a great place to do it. And you're doing great things by sharing right here with your local community.
Thank you so much.
So everybody, buy your tickets at the Paramount Theater. You can buy them online, or you can also stop by the Paramount Theater, located right here downtown Goldsboro. Don't forget, December 22nd, we want to see you there. Nicholas Cole, A Very Jazzy Christmas.
We're back on WGTV today. It's Thursday, it's the 13th, and guess who's having a birthday?
Who's having a birthday,
Dick
Wayne?
Van Dyke.
How old is he?
Dick Van Dyke is 87, and I think he's still roller skating. You know, he was roller skating when he was doing his TV show.
Roller skating?
Yeah. He's a big roller skater, or
I
he
did
was.
not know that.
Yeah, when he had his Diagnosis Murder TV show, he started that program. He started that program. He was driving a vintage Jaguar, and he was roller skating a lot. Didn't roller skate so much toward the end of that program, but he's 87 years today, one of my favorites. And one of a lot of people's favorites. Johnny Whitaker is 53 years today, and I believe he was Mr. Belvedere. You remember that TV show, the little redheaded kid?
Family Affairs.
Yeah, I think that's Johnny Whitaker.
Okay.
I believe it was. Anyway, he's 53 today. Jamie Foxx is 45. Birthday for Ted Nugent. All right. He's 64 today. Randy Owen of Alabama is having a birthday. He's 63 today. And singer Taylor Swift. Who is that?
Can't imagine.
Can't imagine. Taylor Swift is having a birthday. She's 23 years today.
23? I didn't know she was that old.
She's an old lady.
I still see her as a 16-year-old. I don't know why.
Here's a hint for you. Now, if you decide you want to go out and steal a watch worth about $10,000, don't take it and put new jewels in it, because that happened back in '01. A $10,000 watch had been stolen 4 years earlier in '01, and when the police raided this apartment and they found all this stolen stuff, they found this watch. It was a $10,000 watch when it was stolen, but the people that stole it took it and inserted new jewelry in it. New jewels. It had been tripled in value. It was worth now $32,000.
Oh my goodness!
Because the guys that stole it had inlaid it with dozens of diamonds. So they lost that. They lost all that money, and they were not very bright to start with, obviously, or they wouldn't have stolen the watch. In 1998, you've heard the old story about the grass skirts,
yes.
Right? Okay, the grass skirts. Everybody knows what a grass skirt is. Well, a guy in 1998 in Belgium, a horticulturist there, introduced a skirt made of living grass. This was grass. It was actually, you put it on and it grows. It's still growing.
Interesting.
The grass was grown on jute matting and then made into a skirt, which observers say it was striking, but it was also a little heavy.
I would think so.
Obviously, he should have used Bermuda. But the designer recommended, the designer that is, the guy that came up with the idea, the designer recommended watering the skirt once a day and then mowing it at least once a month.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not making this up. This is real. This really happened. I'm really not making it. Well, I know I make a lot of things up, but I'd make this up. Okay, that's real.
True story.
That's
interesting.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So that's,
wow.
I don't know, you know. after stacking the stereo and the VCR and a whole lot of other stuff by the front door back in 1995, a 25-year-old thief, a burglar, decided to take a bubble bath. He said, well, I'm tired.
In someone's home?
And I've stolen all this stuff. And before I go out and make my getaway,
I wanna be
I'm going to
clean
take a
and
bubble
relax.
bath. 25 years old.
Interesting.
He went to sleep in the tub. And that's where they found him. They woke him up. And he's in the pokey now. He's clean, but he's in the pokey now.
Moving right along.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, mine too.
Well, let's see. I want to remind everybody that Monday night, the City Council has a council meeting at 5 p.m. We'll have our work session, as we always do, and then at 7 o'clock, we'll have our regular meeting in historic City Council chambers.
Okay.
So 5 and 7 p.m.
That means
Monday
also
night.
Monday night, this coming Monday night.
That's right. How about the commissioners?
Well, the county commissioners will be meeting Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. for their briefing, and then the formal meeting gets underway at 9 o'clock in council chambers on the 4th floor of the county courthouse.
There you go.
And there you go.
2 opportunities. And of course, you can also see it on the website. The city and the county website will link you straight to YouTube channels, and it'll be there. It'll be on Vimeo channels as well. And of course, it'll be on the show, aired on the show,
There you go.
or on the Channel 10.
All right.
All righty.
Now, you talked the other day with a young lady.
I did. I
This
talked
is
with
our-
a young lady, and she is from the Grantham area, and she is a lot younger than she sounds. She is a part of our Kids Spotlight, and I am so excited for you to hear about this. We are talking with several people in the community about sending in information about young people in our community doing great things, and this is our very first Kids Spotlight, so stay tuned, and we want to hear what you think about it. Spotlight segment. We're so excited to have our very first Youth in the Spotlight, and she's here today from Grantham School, and she's here for her artistic and academic abilities. And today we have Miss CAILEE Bennett on the show. Welcome, CAILEE.
Welcome.
I'm so glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Well, tell me about dance. That's one of the reasons you're here today. In the artistic world, you are excited and you love dance. So tell me, what kind of dance do you do?
I do ballroom and jazz, contemporary, gymnastics, ballet.
Good gracious. And you're on a petite dance competition?
Yes, ma'am.
That's a lot of dancing for a young lady. Tell me, how do you feel whenever you're dancing?
I just feel so good. I feel happy, and I feel like after all that school, I can just let out and dance and just have some fun.
Just have some fun. Just makes you feel good, huh?
Yes.
Well, tell me where all you dance.
I dance at Top Hat and Miss Robbins Dance Academy.
Now, Miss Robbins Dance Academy is in Mount Olive, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's Miss Robin Webster.
Yes.
And then right here in Goldsboro at Top Hat Ballroom with Dr. Chitless Whirling.
Yes.
My goodness, so you're all over the place from Mount Olive to Goldsboro. Now, do you live in Goldsboro or do you live in the Grantham area?
I live in the Grantham area.
Okay, and you're in 3rd grade at Grantham Elementary School, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and your teachers are?
Miss Schaefer and Miss Daniels.
They're your teachers at school, at Grantham School, Miss Schaefer and Miss Daniels. Well, tell me more about who do you dance with at Top Hat Ballroom, and what kind of dances do y'all do?
I dance with Marty, and I dance with Joanne.
Marty and Joanne Barber. And do you dance with Dr. Whirling at all?
Yes,
A little
ma'am.
bit? And then how about Colin Weeks?
Yes, he's my dance partner.
He's your dance partner. How old is he?
He's he goes to the same school. He's
Okay.
8.
So he's probably in 3rd grade too?
Yeah, he is.
He is. Wow. So Top Hat Ballroom, ballroom dancing. Why in the world at age, how old are you?
8.
At age 8, would you be interested in ballroom dancing? Tell me that.
Because it's a different style of dance, and I love dancing.
Obviously, you've got a long list of different
Yes,
dances you do.
ma'am. It's just like fun to do, like my other dance. Dancing is like part of my life. I go 4 days a week,
Wow.
Tuesday through Friday and Saturday. That's when I ballroom dance. It's just a lot of fun doing it.
Wow. So so that's when you're at Top Hat. Now when you're
Yes,
back
ma'am.
at Miss Robbins and you're doing your jazz and your contemporary and your ballet, tap, gymnastics and your petite competition group you're in, you're there a lot.
Yes, ma'am.
So does that help you learn how to be on a team, obviously, learn some skills about what it's like to be a team player?
Yes, it is. I've made so many friends doing it. I can list them if you want me to.
Sure.
I have Georgia Foldham. I have Carly. I'm not sure what her last name is, but Katie Whitley, Sunshine, Emily Kimbrough, and Charlotte Carnegie.
So all these girls you dance with just in Mount Olive at Robbins.
Miss Robbins.
Wow. Are they all on your petite dance team?
Yes, ma'am.
Your competition team? Wow. Well, when you're there dancing and you make all these friends, do a lot of you sort of keep in touch and you just dance with each other year after year?
Yes, we have a lot of fun. It's just like, I love it so much, and I make so many friends, so it's like a good combo.
It sure is like a good combo. Well, when did you start dancing, Kylie?
Since I was 2.5.
And you're 8 years old now.
Yes, ma'am.
My goodness, at 2.5, what kind of dancing were you doing then?
I was doing all kinds of dance. It was so much fun when I was little. The first day when I came in, I was standing on my tippy toes saying, "Look, Miss Robin, I can stand on my tippy toes."
So even at 2.5, you were loving it.
Yes.
You were loving it. Well, my goodness. Well, you know, we've learned a lot about what all you've done, but now I want to hear about a couple of the awards that you've done also with dance, because you've won a couple of awards with your ballroom dancing,
Yes,
haven't
ma'am.
you? So tell me about those.
I have won first place in the Wayne County Fair. My school, I won second place. And we've done functions and all kinds of stuff, and I just love dancing.
So all of that was
Yes.
with your ballroom dancing?
Yes, ma'am.
And was that with your partner, Colin?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, my goodness. Well, you and Colin must make a mighty good team. Well, let's take a moment now and stop, and we'll come back in just a minute and talk about your academic side of your life.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice talking with you, Kylie. Well, Kylie, not only are you a very artistic young lady, you are very gifted in academics too, so you're very smart.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell us about something you just found out about recently.
I found out that I've been on the principal's list.
You're on the principal's list, and you're in 3rd grade
Yes, ma'am.
and 8 years old.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, tell me, what is it you like about school? What are some of your favorites?
Reading and math. I like math because it's really challenging, and I just love to do it. And reading, I love reading because you can really get in, and I like biography and autobiography because you can learn about people's lives.
Real people.
Yes, ma'am.
That's right. Well, tell me about one of your favorite books that you've ever read in your whole 8 years.
The Boy That Was Raised by Librarians.
The Boy That Was Raised by Librarians. Well, what was so great about that? What made it interesting to you?
Well, it made it interesting how he loved books. He came every day after school to the library, of course, and he loved the librarians. And after the field trips, he came and talked about it. And then he came when he was older, and he became to be a manager. And then there was another boy, and they were repeating, and he was repeating his life.
So he did the same kind of thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, my goodness. Well, it sounds like you've recently done some kind of class project. Can you tell me a little bit about that? What book was it on?
Sarah Plain and Tall.
Sarah Plain and Tall. It was a project about Sarah Plain and Tall. And you did a what? PowerPoint?
Yes, ma'am.
A PowerPoint project. And tell me a little bit more about that.
It was fun to do. I just picked it out because it would be a little different from everybody's. Because I just wanted to,
do something
show,
unique.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, tell me, now, when you did this PowerPoint, what were you talking about in the PowerPoint?
I was talking about meet meeting the author, the main characters, the setting, my favorite part, and of course the introducing me of the book.
The introduction of the book, huh? You introduced it.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. So you had to present this to your class?
Yes, ma'am.
How did that go?
Well, my teacher, Miss Schaefer, said I did it like a professional.
Well, how about that? Of course you did. You did it like a professional. We wouldn't expect anything else. Well, that is a great job. Well, tell me some things that you like about your teachers.
Miss Schaefer's real calm. I love her to read because she has that soft, low-tone voice.
Just makes you feel so relaxed.
Yes. I love about Miss Daniels is she's unique and she helps you on stuff, and she really has improved. She really is helping me improve my math.
Oh, she's your math teacher.
Yes, ma'am.
We all need good reading teachers and good math teachers, don't we?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, Kylie, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and now I understand why you were chosen in both areas, both the academic area and in the artistic area, because you are one artistic, academically smart young lady. And we've loved having you here on the show as our very first kid who's been spotlighted right here in our community. So go back and tell your teachers, good job, and tell that mom of yours and dad they must be doing a mighty good job too. Well, thank you for being on the show, and we'll see you around our community, okay?
Okay.
All right. Here we are, very first kid spotlight, and that's what's happening in our community.
To Wayne Goldsboro Television. It is still Thursday.
Is it really?
December the 13th.
I must have fallen asleep. Okay.
Well, did you enjoy the interview with Nicholas?
It was great with Nicholas, I'll tell you that. The show today has been a great show today. You know, we had the young lady on with the young lady.
Oh, yes, our Kid Spotlight.
Boy, she is so smart.
Isn't she?
And Nicholas is sharp, and Lynn Williams is good, and boy, it's been a great program today.
Lots to share around our community. So many things are happening.
Yes, indeedy. Speaking of which, if you we prefer you stay here in Wayne County and enjoy the holidays. However, if you happen to be out of town, particularly in the
New Bern
area, yes, around New Bern, in addition to daily hours at Tryon Palace, the daily tours, rather, accented by timeless holiday decorations. Tryon Palace hosts a number of holiday activities as well. You can enjoy musical and theatrical performances, hands-on crafts for children and adults, and an 18th century candlelit Christmas celebration that includes a tour through the palace, a grand masked ball with outdoor entertainment, and a grand illumination over the south lawn. That's a beautiful, beautiful building. That was
It absolutely
at the time. It was the capital of North Carolina at the time, back a long time ago.
That's exactly
I
right.
barely remember it, but it's a beautiful place, and I strongly encourage you to visit Tryon Palace if you've never been. But then hurry right on back to Wayne County.
Of course. We
Okay.
have lots of beautiful places in our community as well. But the Tryon Palace is a really nice place.
It
If you've
is.
never been, you should. And you live here in North Carolina, you really should visit it.
You really should. Absolutely.
Well, Wayne, we just want to remind everybody that the last show for the holidays will be on December the 21st.
December 21st, the last show.
The last show, and then we'll take a hiatus through the holidays, and then we'll
Wait a minute.
return back on January 7th.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Hiatus. I thought they said we were going to Haiti.
We're not going to Haiti. We're taking a hiatus for the holidays so we can enjoy time with our families.
Oh,
But during that time period, after the 21st and before January 7th,
no Haiti. Huh?
no Haiti, we will be running shows that we've already recorded throughout our community, which has fantastic showcases of things that have happened all around our community.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you can watch those in between the dates, and we'll be back again live on January 7th.
Hiatus. Live on January 7th.
Yes, he's still stuck in Haiti.
I'm in Haiti.
That's all right.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's okay. Well, that's okay.
That's right.
And happy holiday.
That's right.
That's right. Okay.
Also, we want to remind everybody on tomorrow's show, we'll have Crime Stoppers back again. We'll have the Leadership Conference, which we'll talk more about.
Yeah.
And we'll have Tara Humphreys here from Wayne Community College as well. And Wayne, you attended that leadership conference. Tell me a
Yes.
little more about that.
You know, that leadership conference, it was, for one thing, it was extremely well attended. The place was packed. This happened out at Lane Tree Country Club, and it was a fascinating event.
This is supported by the Chamber of Commerce and, of course, leadership, the group, Leadership Wayne County.
Leadership Wayne County. There were 4 people on the forum. It was Bill Bryan of Mount Olive Pickle. There was Dr. Kay Alverson of Wayne Community College, Bill Paw of Wayne Memorial Hospital, and of course Colonel Levitt from Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. And they were asked questions, and each responded in their own way, and it was really interesting. I enjoyed it.
So it really showcases their different leadership skills and styles.
Indeed.
And
Exactly.
I believe on tomorrow's show, you'll hear all of them answer 2 of the questions.
Yes.
Then we'll have a part 2 where you'll hear them answer the last 2 questions.
That's right.
Well, that's great.
And it was interesting to hear. They all have the same basic idea of how they of their own leadership styles, but it was interesting to hear them talk about it and express it in their own way.
I'm sure.
Their own leadership styles. It was
So
interesting.
stay tuned for that tomorrow
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. Well, let's see now. We have that's on tomorrow's program.
That's right.
Right. And tomorrow's Friday.
Tomorrow is Friday, December the 14th.
I know.
You know?
I know. That's because today's not.
That's right. We want to also remind everybody about these blood drives. Give you one more opportunity.
Yeah.
Let's see. Tomorrow at Brogdon Middle School at 1 p.m. you have the opportunity to give blood. And then on Monday, December the 17th, St. Paul's United Methodist Church at 3 p.m. And Tuesday, December the 18th at Goldsboro Milling at 8 a.m. and then at Georgia Pacific at noon. So quite a few opportunities to give blood right here in our community.
There you go. Give the gift of life. It's so important.
Absolutely.
And you know, you hear often about people being asked to give blood, but a lot of people just don't realize that at some point in their life, either they or a very close family member may need blood.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
It's just the right thing to do. Okay.
It is. All
Well, I
right,
guess
Wayne.
that's going to wrap it up
I
today.
think
Join us
so.
again every day, as a matter of fact, at 7 a.m. here on WGTV Today. And if you happen to miss the program, you can catch it later on at noon, and then again at 5:30 p.m., and then again at either 8 or 11 p.m. on YouTube. You can pick us up by going to the WayneGov.com website and click on the YouTube link, or you can go to the city site, which is at
GoldsboroNC.gov. Do the same thing. Click on YouTube link, or you can click on the WGTV link, and it'll take you straight to our shows.
And there you go. So until tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Happy holidays, and this is what's happening in your community.